Up with KREM begins now.
I was waiting only 1 minute after 2 delays, and then it said we're all filled up.
Well, this morning, all new appointments at the Spokane COVID-19 mass vaccination clinic are full, and it only took 1 hour. Up ahead, we have more details from Chaz Health.
The Spokane VA hospital has released its plan to get veterans vaccinated. Those details up ahead this morning on Up with KREM.
Plus, 1.6 million people who told the state they were out of work may have had their personal information exposed. We have new information for you this morning about the hack into Washington's unemployment data.
And temperatures are taking a dip early on this morning. I'm going to let you know how much cooler we're going to get as wind spreads across the region.
There's a perfect shadow cast of me. 6 more weeks of winter there will be.
Looking at Punxsutawney Phil
Every
there.
time as he tries to get away, it just makes me laugh.
Well, happy Groundhog Day, everyone. Punxsutawney Phil, there you see him, just stepped out to give his prediction early this morning.
Yep, he says we've got a little bit more winter coming, and so of course we're going to check in with Jeremy's not our personal groundhog, but he serves a better version of the purpose, right, Jeremy? What would you say?
Yeah. Don't call me a groundhog.
I'm not calling you a groundhog.
All right, I'm trying to think, like, what kind of rodent would I be? Man, rodent.
Well, this morning we looked up groundhog costumes, and they're pretty expensive, but we wouldn't make you wear that, Jeremy, never.
Tim, I don't know if you know this.
We should.
You know, the original Groundhog Day tradition was to actually eat the groundhog after the prediction.
Poor Punxsutawney Phil.
Okay, I don't like this anymore.
I love your face.
Yeah,
All right, I'm getting the rep. I got to stop talking about eating groundhogs on TV, I guess. So let's take you outside and let you know what's to come. That right there, that's our own personal Punxsutawney Phil hanging out in the weather center. Early on this morning, temperatures are on the downward trend. We've already been up to 50 degrees early this morning. That's a real thing. We were already there, but temperatures now in the low 40s across much of the inland northwest. Sandpoint on the rise, 37 degrees for you, but it comes with a whole lot of cloud cover. All that cloud cover is accompanied by wind. I can feel the wind kind of blowing around here. It's going to be a breezy day. Think, oh wow, something is breezing over there. But breezy conditions continue. Wind gusts up near 30 miles per hour means that maybe your chair slides across the deck if it's one of those lighter lawn chairs, or your garbage can blows over if it's empty, but that's really going to be about it. The wind is associated with the passing front, bringing showers to parts of Idaho. Those showers will kind of backbuild. At times you could see a couple of stray sprinkles for us here in Spokane. Then they move out later on this afternoon. We might even catch a couple of peaks of sunshine. I'm liking that odd a little bit later on today. But even despite maybe seeing some sunshine and drying out, temperatures will continue to trend a little bit cooler. We'll dip here and then we'll get back up into the mid to low 40s later this afternoon. So all in all, it's a mild day, especially considering that we should be quite a bit colder right now.
We'll see you back here with your little buddy in just a few minutes, Jeremy. Now this morning, the Spokane COVID-19 mass vaccination site is set to receive 4,000 Moderna doses.
Now, right now, all appointments are full. It only actually took 1 hour to fill every slot. Now, organizers say more than 7,000 people were on the website just 6 minutes after it was activated.
That means we will not be providing vaccinations on Wednesday. It allows us a little bit of buffer just in case there happen to be any other delays. And then also will not be vaccinated on Monday the 8th. We're still trying to get into a groove of making sure we understand what the delivery schedule is going to look like.
Now, those with an appointment will be vaccinated this week between Thursday and Sunday.
Now, just last week, Chaz gave out more than 3,700 vaccines. However, the state only allocated the site for 3,000 doses to start off.
Now, so organizers say that's actually because of a glitch in its website. It actually overbooked by 700.
Now, in order to vaccinate everyone who signed up, Chaz had to borrow those extra 737 doses from community partners. Once they receive their new shipment, Chaz says they will pay back those partners, but the website does continue to cause some frustration for people waiting to book an appointment. We spoke with one man who's been trying to get the vaccine now for more than 2 weeks.
And the instant it said 5 o'clock, I clicked onto it, and immediately was told I was number 2,061 in line. It's really frustrating when you try to get in, and you're told there's supposed to be like 4,000 doses, and you're 2,061, you say, well, you'll still have a chance, and you don't.
Well, Chaz Health says it is now working with a third-party vendor to help with the sign-up process online. They have created additional server capacity for the increased traffic to the website. It also created a queue system. It puts people in a virtual line to register for an appointment.
Now, if you don't have access to the internet, or if you're having trouble with other online tools, you'll want to write this number down. It's a new phone number from Chaz that can now be used to schedule your appointment. That number is 509-448-8200. And as more appointments open up, you'll be able to call this number instead of using the Chaz website.
All right, Joshua, thanks so much. Now, in Idaho, more people are eligible to get the COVID-19 vaccine. People 65 years and older became eligible to enroll for appointments on Monday. However, all of those appointments for the entire week already filled up at Kootenai Health. So they plan to release more appointments every Wednesday at 4 p.m. This week, Kootenai Health plans to release about 1,000 appointments. This, of course, depends on supply. The Panhandle Health District is expecting to receive 3,800 vaccine doses this week. This is across Kootenai, Bonner, Benawa, Boundary, and Shoshone counties. They will be spread out evenly based on the county's population. Information on where to find vaccine clinics can be found at this website. It's panhandlehealth.org. panhandlehealthdistrict.org. There will be no walk-up clinics, and it will be appointment-based only. If you have any further questions, you can call the Panhandle Health District hotline. That number there is on your screen. Now, we know this information is constantly changing. It can be a lot to take in. That's why we've compiled everything you need to know on KREM.com. You can also text the word vaccine to 509-448-2000, and then we'll send you a direct link to everything we know. All right, let's switch gears now to talk about vaccines at the Spokane's Veterans Affairs Hospital. That's where they outlined their new plan to get veterans vaccinated against COVID-19. Our Nicole Hernandez is there live now. Nicole, tell us more about how this will affect the 28,000 veterans enrolled at the clinic. Nicole?
Yeah, Tim. So veterans at the Veteran Hospital here behind me should be expecting this, a call from the hospital about the vaccine. So the Veterans Hospital is planning on calling every single one of their veterans as they become eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. That means when you get the phone call will depend on how old or how at risk you are. But once they do call, they'll set up the appointments for both parts of the vaccine. The hospital said patients should expect the appointment to take about 30 minutes. Now, if you are a veteran wondering when you will get that call, you can call this number on your screen. It's 509-434-7979. It will connect you to a hotline that will explain what group of veterans is being scheduled that week, and that will be updated every single week. And so once you actually get that appointment, then you can go and be ready to get that vaccine. Of course, a very exciting thing to do, but it will again take about 30 minutes. You go, you get screened initially, then you have to fill out some paperwork, go over some documents, then you get the vaccine, and then you have a waiting period to make sure you don't have any adverse symptoms. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Thank you, Nicole. Well, Punxsutawney Phil says there will be 6 more weeks of winter. Dang it. But what do our local forecasters have to say after the break? Take a look at these adorable prairie dogs in the inland Northwest. They'll be checking for their shadows today, too.
And I'll be hanging out in the Weather Center, letting you know what the actual science behind an early spring or a late winter means for all of us here in the inland Northwest.